Hi, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Last week, I talked a lot about getting back into the action, creating that energy around myself, maybe going, um, maybe working, doing stuff, that will stimulate me and stimulate everything around me. And then I told myself, oh my God, you're such a liar. It's not true. You're not really ready. But in the end, I have to look at it and think and admit that I'm not unique in that situation, that this is what any person who is facing a big change um, feels, I mean, okay, now it applies to me in that situation when I'm recuperating from cancer, but it has nothing to do with cancer. It's an emotion that we can all share at a moment where we know we have to go from point A to point Z, and we're really truly scared and we're really worried and we're wondering, are we capable? Are we vulnerable? Or do we have faith in ourselves? And what's on the other side, that bridge there once we cross over? And these emotions belong to each one of us, no matter what brought us to that point. I speak to this young lady in the United States where, she's really much younger than me. She had the same cancer as I did, and she's been pretty destroyed also. And we're at the same point right now where we both have to think on how to reintegrate the active world, and we have the same challenges. It's comforting though in the end that we can share this together, because it helps me personally realize that I'm not unique. I'm not just being complacent. I'm not being lazy. I'm not being it's easy to tell yourself all these things and point the finger at yourself and say, hey, stop sitting around and stop thinking, oh my God, I've been sick. Oh my God. No. Anyway, it's we do that, come on. I admit it today. But we all do that. We all have that point where when we can hide behind this wall that we built, and where we find ourselves like a million excuses not to act, not to do, not to cross over the bridge to go from A to Z. We all do that. So anyways, that's the point where I'm at today, and I reflect a lot about it, and the questions I have are, okay, am I capable? Am I in shape enough? Am I strong enough to do that? Do I have faith enough to do it? And am I still good at it? And, stuff like that. And yeah, come on. Yeah. I mean, these questions belong to me, but these questions belong to you too, because I know, I have some friends who are people who are very much involved in their businesses and who go through the same challenges, emotional challenges themselves. It's real, it's reality, it's a grown-up world, and unfortunately we all go through that crap. So anyways, in the meantime, I'm happy because my book is doing well. I'm just waiting for the French version to be edited, and then I'm sending it in. It should still go for June. My daughter helped me set up my new Facebook page, so everything is much more organized, and so I'm going to try to post something every day, whether it's a poem, a painting, a text, anything. Just keep it alive, keep it moving, motion, energy, and of course, there's a blog that I have since February. I wrote one post and I never did anything with it. I haven't dressed it up. I haven't done anything, but this week I'm gonna put some energy in that, and I'm gonna really put it in action eventually. And And so, yeah, I mean, I have to admit, things are doing fine, from that standpoint. And uh, I'm thinking about, all the new projects I have. I do, but, I'm trying to stay organized. I'm trying to focus one project at a time so that it's efficient. And it's a reflection that we can have, together, whether you're in that cancer stuff or you're not in that cancer stuff. You just have like those challenges, of on how to start something new, how to be strong enough to do something new, how to believe in yourself throughout all of this. And yeah, so it's something that we could put energy on this week, all of us, you and me. And hopefully next week we can talk a little bit more concretely about progress, about something more concrete and more constant. And yeah, that would be nice, So next week we shall do that. In the meantime, I hope you have a nice week. Bye bye.